Testing, testing. Okay, good.
I've been struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. Me in my yard. I've been struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. Me in my yard. I've been struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. Me in my yard. I've been struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. Got a only time will tell who died. Only time will tell. Comfort deeply in my heart. See the murder mode these are the days of my life. You can see that we are more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, we're smoking lethal warriors. Now come into my life, you can see that we are more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, we're smoking lethal warriors.
Turning your thugs, here I come telling them songs is yours. The daily collecting my lesson without a question, without any question, stressing, no resting, we journey distressing. Shifting to every range of things, cause the world was breaking me down. Mesmerized, control by the other side, and the devil was at my time. For me,
but I'm gonna get me in time. Fuck with bowling like any rhyme, we rhyme. We believe it's all the time, nigga, we live. We straight up soldiers, but ain't get no soldier. We rock before we do, bro. Nigga, we ride, we all. Yo, my dogs, if you go, we can better the nigga whatever that I will be. Me on me, but let's get rid of the enemy, nigga, we see in the wild. But if you think you can hang, you can see that we are more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, we're smoking lethal warriors. Now come into my hood and you can see that we are more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, we're smoking lethal warriors.
Putting in the studio, y'all know we roll hydro every time we rhyme. I'm high, got me deeply in my eyes. I ride to the top of the guy, no way that I had to turn, shine. But like these niggas won't learn, the money that I earn won't burn, so come on.
Better watch that mag 10, nigga, this one's for me and my friends. We steadily be rolling, I told you, keep bringing up platinum. We go once, pat, put it all on the ground, get bone. Yeah, we used to get down. With the clap back, put it on the ground, I get down.
Try when I'm riding, don't get lost, and all that about when little easy messes up, it's so callous. Little bit got stress for the people, beats and none of these police, know me, still wanna come up and show me.
You can see that we are more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, we're smoking lethal warriors. Now come into my hood and you can see that we are more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, we're smoking lethal warriors.
It ain't no mystery, the pistol beat, I better put it in the Mercedes. Put it in the scripture, sister, see me all up in I see it again, baby, never be up and get one with my friend. Twin, really numbers on the fitting. So, wanna bag you, wanna bag so set out of the dogs, to the niggas down for the plastic crowd. They go my log and tell lies. So pick up the puzzle and pieces and put it together like
My Lord and Lord, maintain. Cause I'm a soldier at war. Cause everybody wanna try to bring up the devil in me, but the evil's embedded in these. We keep you at ease. Take notes, here it comes. Never them coming to carry you. They gon' be missing when they pulling the gauge out, murder. They put it up to your tempo like they blow your brains out. You can see that we are more than dirty, more than thirsty, more than thirsty, more than thirsty. We're just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, warriors, warriors. Now come into my world and you can see that we are more than thirsty, more than thirsty, more than thirsty, more than thirsty. We're just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors. Now come into my world, only sign we are more than thirsty, more than thirsty, more than thirsty. We're just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors. Now come into my world, see the murder more than love, more than love. These are the days of our lives.
Hey y'all, it's High Priestess Jamila. So first of all, I'm here to connect, okay? Because I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I said, let me go ahead and come on here. I'm here to connect with the mothers because I got some things I want to talk about with y'all. Now, first of all, we gonna have to get the likes up on this channel for real, man. I swear to God, man. We're gonna have to get the likes up. And you know what? I feel that the way that I'm gonna do that is by uncovering the likes and the dislikes. We're gonna have to get that up. We're gonna have to get the views up on this channel too. This is important. This ain't for my own selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get paid anyway. God is my God. I'm on God's payroll. Okay. And so, you know, I decided to come and connect and to speak a little bit about motherhood. And so I put Motherhood Inc. I was just gonna put motherhood in there, but you know what I'm saying? So here's what I want to talk about. By the way, my son just celebrated his 8th birthday. Jacob's birthday was on the 27th. So y'all wish Jacob a happy birthday, belated birthday. Okay, my baby boy turned 8. And so that means this is his power year. Okay. And so one of my biggest dreams is to change it back, the way we look at motherhood and childbirth and pregnancy and the way we connect to ourselves as women. So this is for women, is who I'm talking to today. Okay. Even though today is Tuesday, there is today is a masculine day. You know, Tuesday is a masculine day. In fact, most of these days of the week are masculine, except for, is it Wednesday and Monday? I think they only gave us 2 days in the week. So to be honest with you, you know, it is what it is. We got 2 of the most powerful days though. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about was being a mother and how, especially if you have children, you realize that you are a mother to many, you know. And so I was seeing somebody talk about older women, and I'm considered to be an older woman. I'm in my 40s. That means technically to society, I am over the hill. That's what that means. Okay, so I consider myself to be an older woman. I've lived through a lot. When I was in my 20s, I didn't know shit. I didn't know a fucking thing, and I probably wasn't supposed to. It is what it is. But in my 40s, I'm definitely a much wiser woman. You know, I'm a witch or a wench, okay? A wench. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I kind of feel like I'm scaring people a little bit with the witch hat and shit, but I want y'all to flow with me for real, because y'all like, should I type? Should I not type? Like, what the fuck is happening? What's happening is a fucking energy shift today. Like, today is March the 2nd of 2021. So we have a repeating number 2. Okay. Which, if you study numerology, you know, I don't, you know how they tell you, well, this is your number and that's your number. I don't have like a set of numbers. Like, I go with all of them. Okay. Because all of them are good. Okay. Because numbers and math is like a universal language. Okay. So, you know, it's how we communicate sometimes. It just depends. Okay. You know, them numbers, you know what, honestly, and see, here I go, because that's how the spirits communicate with us. They communicate with us through numbers. I've been knowing this since I was a little kid. For some reason, my parents, they had a digital clock. I think it was either above the TV or on the little ETA next to the TV or whatever. It was a digital clock. And I would just stare at that damn clock. And sometimes the numbers would go, you know, 222 or 333, and I would be noticing that. So, you know, it's so strange. But I want to talk about motherhood, and I wanted to talk about women, because even if you've never given birth, you're still a mother. Now, a lot of mothers that have given birth, they like, wait a minute, Jamila, now fuck that. That shit hurt. The ring of fire. Anybody out there give birth, natural childbirth, and you know what the ring of fire is? That's when that baby's big ass head is crowning. That's like a spiritual vortex that's opening up. That's when you're coming in, you're coming into this world when your head come out. That's why the doctors, they don't even know it. That's why they prefer for the head to come out first, because it just makes sense, the head and the shoulders. Okay, if you came out the other way, it's possible. Women used to have to give breech birth. We didn't have no choice. If the baby was coming out feet first, that just was, it is what it was what it was. And you just had to push extra goddamn hard. All my babies came out head first. Thank the goddess. Okay. And so when you think about it, the reason why, and I was looking at a sister's channel today, I'm not going to reveal her name because, you know, I don't like to call names, but I've been watching her. And so she was talking about toxic older women. Okay. And, you know, that's what made me want to come on here, to let people know that if you're a woman, and especially if you are a cosmic woman, you are mother to all. You're my mother. I'm your mother. We're all each other's mother. And it's a lot of people out there that's hurting because they don't feel that they had the perfect mother, or either their mother, you know, may have been abusive to them, or, you know, didn't like them or whatever. But see, that's why we have the universal divine mother. So when it comes to women and community, it's important for us to bring positive energy to each other, no matter what the situation is. Okay, but see, I'm more so on the good side of witchcraft, because you know it is a lot of witches out there. They just want revenge. They like, fuck that. I'm about to fuck this whole world up. Especially if you've been through something traumatic. If you've been through something traumatic, any kind of trauma, especially if you done lost a child, If you've lost a child, you can become very, very bitter. And a lot of y'all have lost children on purpose. A lot of y'all that have had like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 abortions, you gonna automatically turn bitter. Some of you, not all of you. Not all of you. Because my great grandma used to tell me that it don't matter if you abort a baby, you're still a mother. You're just a mother of a deceased child. So I grew up with my big mama, and then I grew up with my grandma, Lena Briscoe. And so they were both very phenomenal women. They were very similar, but they had a lot of differences. Okay. My grandmother, Lena, she was very refined and sort of, she was one of those types of people that had to have things a particular way. And I was her right-hand man because, I lived with her for years, me and my mother and my uncle and a couple of other siblings, my aunts and uncles. And so, I was the only person in the house that wasn't lazy. I would scrub her house, because she had a beautiful home. And so, and she lived there for years. She could have upgraded, but like, I think everybody, like, it's crazy because people in the family, they wanted to keep her house in the family. Like, they didn't want to, like, sell it or nothing like that. Y'all know that movie, where the hell is my chat? Y'all know that movie Soul Food with Vivica Fox in it, and how they was like, this is grandma's house and we're going to keep it in the family and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that kind of situation. So her second to eldest son owns her house. So I'm appreciative that I'm able to go visit there whenever I want. I haven't been able to, which, I want to. I can imagine that when I walk back into that house, I'm going to be able to smell my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't just connect with your mother as a baby, you connect to your grandmother too. Because, grandma, and I'm a grandma, y'all. And every time I talk to my grandbaby, she is always smiling at me and just looking at me like, I know you, my grandma. This shit, like being a mother, it's just like it pulls at your heartstrings, but it's supposed to pull at your heartstrings in a good way. It ain't supposed to be no pain and suffering. And as witches, we laugh at the negativity and the demon that tries to separate. We are at the point where we are laughing at them because we know our power. Seriously. And it's not that you got to be connected to your kids because once my kids get a certain age, my daughters, they already like, Mama, I'm grown. I ain't got to. Bis, I'm grown, deuces. You know what I'm saying? My daughters are just like they mama because I moved out when I was 18. And my daughters, they moved out when they was they was young. I was like, okay. Because I'm not an overbearing mother. I'm not one of them kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, but my sons, of course, they're a little bit more attached to their mother. And so they'll be moving on. But it's just when they leave, even when they leave, especially if you're a witch, I find myself constantly covering my kids with gold star protection. And like to the point where it's like, ain't nothing gonna happen to these kids because if something happened, I'll turn into the mean witch. I don't like to be the mean witch. So, And so, you know what I'm saying? Because I went through a pregnancy loss and it was, oh my God. And I did not have a good relationship with the father. I ain't the type of woman that I don't really like, I don't care what the father is doing. I got my hands over my stomach. I'm like, I'm about to protect this baby. right? Because it's me. It's a part of me. So that relationship with your child don't have nothing to do with whatever issues that you have with the father, even though you want to take your child's father into consideration, you do. But it just depends. If the child's father does not have an intent for the children to survive on the highest level of survival possible, or if he's a danger, then sometimes you got to say, and I'm talking about a real danger to the point where it's like you didn't have the sense to know that you had to get your shit together so that you could take care of your children. That's what I'm talking about. Because, and it's some of it's okay. Like you don't even have to live your life in judgment. The mother goddess has so many different support systems for the woman. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. All right. So y'all, I'm sorry. I've got to finish this later. I just had something come up. So I'm gonna come back a little bit later on this evening and we're gonna really get into this. Okay, this is more like a promo. Okay, so make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, but I want to talk about motherhood and then also about my plans to become a doula, like a part-time doula. And I want to talk about that a little bit, but I'll see you guys later because I just had something come up. Okay, so I gotta go. Okay, peace and love to y'all. Bye-bye.